Hi, Jenny from So Confident here, and I said to you guys I was going to do a wee video about mending jeans because I do it to literally all of my jeans. Eventually they end up with a rip in them somewhere, so I wanted to just quickly show you how easy it is to mend your jeans. So you will need the jeans in question. These are a favourite pair of mine. They've already been repaired. Here, so these are black, obviously black on black. You want to match your thread to whatever colour your trousers are. For denims, sometimes denims have like a couple of different colours going through the fabric, so you might want to use like a variegated thread. That works quite well and then you can't really see it. But black, I'll use black obviously. Now the rip in these is quite sizable. Here it's here. So I am going to get these back into working order so that I can wear them out tonight because it's Friday night and I am going out and I want to wear my black jeans. So you will need jeans, pins, scissors, a bit of denim that you'll use to patch on the inside. You can also use a bit of your fusible web if you would rather fuse this to the inside of the part of the jeans that we're fixing and then sew over it. You can do. I actually never really do that. I don't think it's necessary, but if you're not great and you don't want to kind of stab yourself with pins, which can happen sometimes, then you might want to use some fusible web. I'm going to cut this to size. This is literally just a scrappy bit of denim. You can use an old pair of jeans that are really done and you can just cut them up and use them. As Steve, my partner, calls them the donor pair of jeans, the ones that get cut up to fix all the other jeans. So that's a nice bit of upcycling as well, but this is out of my fabric scrap bin, so it wasn't going to get used for anything anyway. The size of this is, it's probably about 5 centimetres, the rip in these jeans. And I want enough of a, fabric all around so that I'm going to have enough space to sew this into the inside without there being any more spaces or without the rip continuing any further on. So I'm going to just place it on top, cut myself a rough shape. And I'm just going to place it over the top initially to see if it is the right size. Make sure that it's going to cover all the bits I need. That's going to be perfect. And then I'm going to put it on the inside and I'm going to pin from the outside to secure it. What you don't really want to do here is have this open like that when you're pinning it on. So put it back to its original state, if you can imagine, really closing that over, and then I'm going to pin it all the way around. The fabric that I can feel underneath on the inside here, the outside of my fabric's sitting like that. So I've got my hand in there and I'm going to pop some pins in. Keep it nice and flat. 3 or 4 pins is plenty. Like that. And then I'm going to set my sewing machine to a nice wide zigzag. So I'm using an Elna 340 here, so I'm going to put it onto a stitch 2, which is the zigzag on this machine, and then I'm going to put my stitch length to 1 so that it's quite a tight zigzag. I don't want it to be too spacious. You can also use a free motion foot if you would like on this. I'm just going to use the normal foot. I've not dropped the feed dogs or anything, just a normal zigzag stitch. I'm going to take my free arm off so that I can get the trouser leg into the machine, and I'll get rid of this. I'm going to sew around the rip first of all. So I'm going to start, so if the rip is here on my fabric, I'm going to start zigzagging here and I'm going to go back and then I'm going to forward so that I will cover it like that. So there'll be lots of rows of zigzags that come across the way and just cover the rip in the jeans. And just taking your pins out as you come to them. That first one out. And then I'm going to use rather than trying to change direction so that I'm going forward all the time, I'm going to use the reverse function to go back. Does mean you can't really see where you're going, but then I'm going to go forward again. Okay, so you can see here is the holy bit that I'm trying to fix. I've done some zigzags here already, and I'm just going to be zigzagging in this direction. So I'm going to come forward and then I'm going to reverse, and all the time I'm just moving over here so that there's going to be lots of stitches that are covering this holy bit. So forward, and then put the machine into reverse. And then forward again, but moving over ever so slightly. And then reversing. And you just keep going doing that. So I'm just going to keep going over and over. And here are the jeans after they've been fixed. So this side here I fixed. See, so that's on the inside, so you're not going to be able to see it. It's obviously the inside of the leg. But they are super strong now, ready to wear for probably another 6 months.